In this tutorial, we're going to show you how to log into WordPress and then edit a web page. In this case, we've set up a practice web page that doesn't affect anything live, so you can make all the changes that you would like. So I'm logging in using the login and password that were provided, and you can choose to remember you if not, to make it easier for next time. So I'm logging in with the user and password. And so sometimes there's messages here that you can ignore. And you'll notice right away there's a lot of stuff on here. But what we're mainly concerned with or considering today is the pages. So if I click on the left side, Pages, then there's a list of all the pages that are on the website. These ones that don't have titles are the ones that we took the titles off of because they were the portfolio slideshows, and Carl didn't want those titles showing in his device, so we removed the titles. But you can see what those titles are by clicking on the edit, and they're each portfolios. So in this case, there's the practice page, and it's password protected if you want to look at it when you're not logged in to WordPress. So I'm going to click Edit. So here you see that there are several things. There's the menu on the left side, there's options along the top and on the right side, which we can ignore for now. But there's the title page. You can change that if you like. And since this is a practice page, we can do anything that we want to that without worrying about it. So the first things that you'll see here is there's some funny looking code on the top. This is what's called a short code for a divider. This we can ignore. It just adds a little space that we had talked about on the top. And then there's what's called a full width tag, and that holds the picture and prevents the text from rolling around the side of it or cluttering it up. And then down below that picture, there's a closing tag, full width. So we can ignore that. And then there's the content of the page. So we can see the main header on the top is listed, and then there's subheadings here that are a little bit smaller. So we can see that we need to know what the size of that text is. So up here, when you first log in, not all the options on the toolbar are shown. So make sure you click the little toolbar toggle to get all the extra stuff there. So you can see that the text that I'm on the line here now is an heading 1. That's the first thing that search engines look for when they're indexing the page. And then down a little bit lower, that's heading 3. So it's a little smaller but still bold. And then here is paragraph text. So let's say you wanted to change something in the content. So I've changed something on here, and we're going to change it back to the way you wanted. In this sentence, we are committed to providing superior customer service. We're going to change that to excellent. So just you can highlight the text if you want, and then just type over it. Excellent space customer service. And if you're happy with it, you can go ahead and click the update button, and it's finished updating, and you're all set. Now let's do a few other things here. Let's say you wanted to add an image here. So I'm going to put the cursor and just click it once next to that paragraph because I'm going to put in an image. So up at the top there's an Add Media button. I'm going to click that and then click on the little tab for Media Library, and it lists all the pictures that have been added to your website. Most of these are for the portfolios, and there's some stragglers from when I installed the theme. We can get rid of that anytime. So let's say I wanted to just add an extra logo there. So if I click on that, you can see that it lets you know on the right side what the logo is, what the size and the dimensions are, and if that you want that aligned. Now, sometimes in a paragraph, you do want the picture aligned, maybe on the left or for the right for variety. So I'm going to align it on the left side. And if it's a big picture, you can link that to something else, a URL, like you want to link that image to go to some other page, you can do that. Or a media file, you want it to go to a larger version of the picture. So if I do click that, it can link now to a full-size version of the picture. But since the picture is small to begin with, we don't need to do that, so I'm just going to do none. If I want to add a caption that will appear below the picture, I can put it there. The description, alt text, and title are for search engines. So let's insert that by clicking the Insert into Page. Give it a moment, and there's the graphic. So let's say you decide later that you don't want that picture. Well, just click on the picture once, and now you can see that a little toolbar is now up on the right side. You can, if you change your mind, you can center that image, you can right justify that image, or you can have no alignment whatsoever. But in this case, we want to delete it. So let's click the Remove button. And before we do that, we can actually edit this and change the parameters of the picture itself. So in this case, we're just going to remove it. So now the information with the picture and the picture are now gone. And let's do one other thing there. There's a hyperlink. So you can see that that links to the Better Business Bureau. Now let's say I wanted to link to another page on your website. Well, what might do that? Let's say Excite Our Clients. I want to link that to the testimonials page. So I highlight the text, and up here I can insert or edit a link, or if I want to get rid of the link that's already there, I can remove it. So we want to insert, edit, link. So if you know the location or the URL, you can paste it into there. But if you don't, and it's somewhere on your page, you click the little gear icon for link options, and then it gives you a list of the pages that are on your site. So in this case, we want to link it to the testimonials page. Now we add the link by clicking the Add the Link button, and now that information is there and the link shows up. So let's say we want to update the page. Now the page has been updated. There we go. And if I want to view the page, you can either click on it or you can right click it and open it up in a new tab to preserve where you're at. So let's do that. I need a password. So I enter the password that was provided to you. Give it a moment to load. And there's the practice page. And there's the link, Excite Our Clients. There we go. And this is just a notice that it's a protected page, that's all. So this is basically how you edit a page, and every time you're done, just make sure you click the Update button, and the page is updated. So this is basically how to edit a page, work with images, add or remove hyperlinks, and do just about all the basic things that are on the website.